Guys were able to stay close, and when it would get to 7 or 8, get it back to 3 or 4 so many different times, but never quite able to hit that basket or pull ahead. What was going on down the stretch there that just weren't able to kind of totally make up the gap?
I wish I knew. I don't know. That was kind of the story of the night. 3 of 24 from 3. I thought we executed really well tonight. It's hard to get post position against this team, of course, and so you got to knock shots down from the perimeter. And that's what's there. And would have loved to get out in the open court a little bit more. We weren't able to do that. They did a pretty good job of taking care of the ball tonight, and their transition defense was pretty good. And so what that meant was we needed to hit shots, and we got great looks. I thought we executed well down the stretch and gave ourselves about as good a look as you can, and they just didn't go down, and so tougher to shoot when you're behind, of course, but we could have used 1 or 2 of them.
Scott, there were a couple shots there at the end Washington hit. It kind of felt like maybe they were the dagger, but then you guys fought back. How proud of your girls are you to fight back and get that close?
Yeah, I couldn't be prouder. That's been the theme of our time here so far. These 2 years, we just don't go away. We never go away. This team never quits. I think that's Earlysia's leadership. A year ago, it was Sarah Greer as well. Just, when your leader's a warrior, your team's going to battle like crazy every possession, every night. And that's what we did. It wasn't our night. We did some weird things tonight. I don't know really why necessarily. It's finals week. Maybe that's it. But we didn't play real crisp, I didn't think, tonight. But we just kept fighting and fighting and giving ourselves a chance. And so extremely proud, of the effort. And I never doubt that about this team.
I guess it's a question for both of you guys. What do you think the biggest difference was between the 2 times that you guys faced them and tonight?
Our ability to finish the game. When we were at Washington, when we needed a shot, we hit a shot. We needed to make a free throw, we made a free throw, and that's just what great teams do, to finish games, and that's what we didn't do tonight. And so credit Washington just on their defense and stuff, but that's just what you have to do when you're playing against another opponent and a team that you played multiple times, is you have to hit shots and you have to finish the game, and we didn't do that tonight. So.
Yeah, and then the game up there, we had a little bit more production from our bench. And that wasn't there tonight like it was in that game. But she's exactly right. We knocked threes down in both those games, and tonight we didn't.
Scott, do you buy into that old basketball cliche that it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season? And is that something you talked about with the team?
No, this is just the next team on the schedule, the next team that we needed to play. And we talked about our previous games with them and what we learned from those games and the adjustments we needed to make. But I've never really bought into that. Most of the years I've coached, we've had to play, the best teams 3 or 4 times sometimes, and so I'm used to that. I don't think that was a factor at all tonight. I think this team was ready to go. We jumped out early and then just lost momentum and, just went through kind of a weird stretch in the first half and played catch-up from there, it felt like.
Can you talk about Regina? She was big inside for them, and she seemed to get great position almost whenever she wanted it.
Yeah, she's really hard to guard for everyone, and then when you put shooters around her like they have the ability to do, what do you do? It's one or the other. This game was so close, it never felt like we needed to change our game plan, and that was apparent to the end. We had a chance to tie it and be in it and have a chance to win it. So I thought our post did a good job for the most part, but it's all, you got to guard her the second she crosses half court, and I thought we did give up position early, or give up position to her at times, but she's tough to guard, but I don't think her 23 points in this game beat us. I mean, they had 55 total. I think our 49 points beat us, and so I wish we would have attacked the basket a little bit more, but I wouldn't have changed anything we did defensively.
At the risk of sounding trite, I mean, this doesn't change, a pretty remarkable season overall. Are you able to reflect on that at all right now, or will it take a while to just get over this one game?
Ever since I've started to do interviews immediately following games, which you don't do at the D3 level very often anyway, you learn to gain perspective real quick, and the perspective, it doesn't leave you like it could if you didn't need to talk about it. And so, I can already reflect on that. It's incredible what this group's done. We didn't have a team 2 years ago, and this is the 3rd season in the last 20 years where Oregon State has 20 wins. And so this team had broke records all year long. We've got the 3rd best shot blocker in the history of the Pac-12 conference. on this team. We've got a first-team all-conference player. We've got an all-freshman team. We've got a defensive player. We've got, what this team did was incredible this year. And so, I don't think that can be understated. And the thing I'm most proud of is the way they did it and what it does for our future. I mean, the legacy of this team is going to live on here, and they have moved us a couple steps ahead in the rebuild, in my opinion. And so I never thought I'd be talking about postseason play this year or 20 wins. And so really impressed by what they accomplished.
You guys jumped out to a pretty big lead there to start the game. How much momentum do you think it went on their side to have 13 offensive rebounds in the first half and then close it out and tie it?
I actually think that was the game. That's, in my opinion, that was the game. We defended them well. We took Davis away. We were really slowing Regina down, I thought, early in the game, but then somebody would come flying through and get an O board, and we'd foul them, and we gave them 12 free throw attempts, or 14, I think, in the first half. Unacceptable for our team. We don't foul, but they were the aggressors on the boards, and we knew going in that was going to be the key to the game, and we just didn't box out. And it was, what's funny? I mean, it's not funny, but that's our Achilles heel. We talked about at the beginning that rebounding is going to catch up to us at some point, and it did tonight because that gave them hope. I felt like we could have been up 12 late in the first half. That's just how it felt. Could have gone in the locker room up 10. I think that's how we played. But when you give up O boards and putbacks and free throws, anybody can play with you, and then it was hard. They got momentum and felt comfortable from that point forward. And I thought rebounding was the key to the game tonight.
You guys had a pretty good season, but you never want to lose, getting this deep into the NIT. Some of your players looked pretty crushed after the game. What did you say to them in the locker room?
Well, we just talked on the court real quick. I just told them I'm proud of them, and they know that. We've talked all year. And so haven't had a chance to address the whole team yet, but that's what I'll say. I'll say I'm really proud of them for everything they've accomplished, and couldn't be more proud of this one right here. What an incredible career that she had at Oregon State, and perfect timing for us. We needed it, and that's what she provided for us. And so to have an Oregonian here playing in her home state for her local university, put us on the map, that's about as good as it gets, I think.
How do you reflect on the season when you see it?
I couldn't be more proud. Coming here was a great decision, and going from last year to this year is a total 180, like a total turnaround. And I'm so proud of the team. I'm so proud of everything we worked for. We come in the gym, we're ready to learn and work hard, and we've done that all year, and we proved it on the court. And just to lose now hurts, but I mean, to get to the WNIT and succeed and get to the Sweet 16, a lot of teams can't say they did that, and so I'm very hard. And